Well, the big question is, where will Viktor Gyokeres be playing next season? The fact is, he's not going to be playing for Sporting Lisbon. He's obviously going to be leaving. But I know with Arsenal sporting director Andre Bartha coming out and obviously pinpointing at Gyökeres as his number one centre forward target, as Mikel Arteta wants Isak. Yesterday, when they came to an end and really won what we call the league the League of Portugal, Gyökeres went ahead to drop a very huge next club hint that we're here to discuss about. A little bit there. We'll obviously be dropping a little bit of Di Maria into the mix. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. This is the channel that brings you your latest news and information as far as everything is really concerned. And continue to subscribe, because the more we subscribe, the more we'll hit the magic numbers in there for you. So yesterday, Gyökeres was even on target, if you never knew, when Sporting Lisbon was really going ahead to really do the needful, and obviously went ahead to say to it that Pedro Goncalves in the 55th minute went ahead to obviously score a goal, and then Viktor Gyokeres in the 82nd minute went ahead to obviously score another goal, making it 39 goals, and the blood is really doing what he does best. That is Viktor Gyokeres for you. And with them playing 34 games, yesterday marked the end of the season of what we call the Liga Portugal, and Viktor Gyokeres was in so much in command and went ahead to obviously see his club win the trophy by 82 points. Remember, Benfica was really also playing, and they had a very minimal point difference that would obviously excite everyone to really keep glued onto the screen and see to it that when he doesn't really score, what will really happen. And I tell you what, the lad, he's really trying to explode every other day that really passes by. And yesterday, he made 39 goals in 34 games in the Portuguese League this season for Viktor Gyokeres, winning the title once again with Sporting Lisbon, and now preparing his exit with a £60 million move. That is the lad known as Viktor Gyokeres for you. Now, I know what most of you are really wanting to hear is not what he really did yesterday, but you want to hear what he obviously went ahead to say after that game when he scored a second goal. Now, Viktor Gyokeres said, "My next club, when asked, we can't predict the future. We never know what happens. I'm focused now on celebrating this title and try win the Taça de Portugal." Taça de Portugal is obviously Taça de Portugal is like the FA Cup, if you really know what it's all about. It's like the FA Cup and another tournament that is played by the side of the teams in different leagues of Portugal. And as it stands, that's going to be played on the 25th of May, and Benfica is going to be playing against Sporting Lisbon. Huge one. And this is going to be the last game for Viktor Gyokeres for Sporting Lisbon. But he said, "My next club, I can't predict the future." That means, it doesn't mean that doesn't know where he's going to go. But right now, it doesn't make sense when he obviously pronounces that he's leaving the side of Sporting Lisbon, because last season he wanted to leave and he never left, and it really gave him a lot of strength and not be booed by the fans of Sporting Lisbon for not coming out and obviously mentioning that he's leaving the club. But this time around, I know after the Taça de Portugal, he's going to be coming out to make that huge announcement that he's going to be leaving the club of Sporting Lisbon. That is what you're really having in here onto the football news show. So, Arsenal are really working hard to get this guy. And as I've already told you that there is another person known as the manager of Manchester United who has been managing this guy at Sporting Lisbon. He's also in need of Viktor Gyokeres, and that is Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim is also in need of this guy, and he wants to see to it that he really gets his services to the club of Manchester United. And when you look at Viktor Gyokeres coming out and obviously dropping this hint, or the next club hint, United is playing on the 21st, and that means he's not trying to come out, obviously make his he's not trying to come out to make his, or put out his cards on the chest. Sorry, put out his cards in the public, and he's really keeping them on his chest, because he knows to it that if Man United qualifies for the Champions League, they'll be having the financial muscle to obviously sign him, and it will help him to really negotiate onto personal terms, because if United goes to the Champions League and Arsenal is the Champions League, I tell you what, the agent of Gyökeres will be like, Arsenal, how much are you getting me as a sign-on fee, and what's the weekly wage that you are getting me? He will also go to Manchester United and negotiate the same, that how much are you obviously getting me? So the result of Wednesday, United versus Tottenham Hotspur, is going to be very important. Even if it's not about the Champions League, it's all about United getting the money, because if United doesn't qualify for the Champions League by beating Spurs on Wednesday, we all know what is going to happen. Man United won't be having money to obviously sign Viktor Gyokeres, or unless otherwise they'll drop out the deal of Cunha and they bring in Gyokeres, because they are almost into the same fee of £60 million. Cunha, £62.5 million, and Viktor Gyokeres is for £60 million. So that's what I want to let you know about the deal, and how the side of and how the match on Wednesday is really, really important to the decision that's going to be made by this guy. And he's keeping his cards on his chest, because he knows to it that United qualifying for the Champions League, they'll get in money from the UEFA Europa League, and they'll be also getting in money from the sponsors of Adidas. Remember, if United doesn't qualify for the Champions League this time round, last season it was a 25%, and that percentage will obviously increase, I think, is it to 35%. So if they qualify, they'll be having money to spend on really getting in players like Viktor Gyokeres if United doesn't really qualify. So in my mind, I'm like, he can't really make that mention, because he knows to it that he is really spoiled for choice. And come Friday, that is Friday next week, this lad will obviously be out there to let us know where he's obviously going to be playing next as a player for the club of Sporting Lisbon. So we wait and see how that pans out. But Arsenal is working tooth and nail to obviously sign Viktor Gyokeres, and see to it that they obviously get him into a better position in there. So we wait. I don't know what your thoughts are. What do you think is going to be Viktor Gyokeres' next club? Rokani David poses that question to you, and I'll be waiting to see what you guys say in the comment section. Now, Angel Di Maria is a lad that decided to leave PSG and really went to Benfica. And Fabrizio Romano told us that Angel Di Maria leaves Benfica as free agent at the end of the season. Decision has been made. Di Maria won't even be part of the Benfica squad at the FIFA Club World Cup. So Di Maria is also going to be playing his last game for Benfica as they play in the Taça Liga Portugal. That tournament that saw Benfica and Sporting Lisbon reach a final. And he's obviously going to be there, and I think that's going to be his last game. And for players like him, they really know that when you're really playing your last game, you have to obviously give it its best. And that's what Di Maria, I think, is planning. He joined Benfica again, in 2023-2024 season. He played 28 games, 9 goals and 10 assists. And this season, in the Liga Portugal, he has gone ahead to really play 25 games, 8 goals and 5 assists. He's 37 years of age, and we're here to know where he's obviously going to be playing next as a player. So that is Di Maria for you. And he's really working tooth and nail to see to it that he really gets back to where he deserves to be in the game of football. So guys, I'm calling for your reactions into the comment section below about Viktor Gyokeres, next club hint, and Angel Di Maria. Do you think he has gone ahead to make a right decision to quit the side of Benfica as a free agent? And where do you think he's going to be playing next? I've gone ahead to see people say he might be heading to where Lionel Messi is. And by the way, in the LMS, Inter Miami, if they get in Angel Di Maria, that means they would have gone ahead to be having the deadliest, all the toughest front three in that MLS league. If you're having Suarez, Messi, and Angel Di Maria, I tell you, you know that you're having the best attack in the MLS, because all of those are really brilliant, and they really have Isagio Basque with them, Jordi Alba, and very many other players. So doesn't that really excite you? So we are waiting for his next destination, because we know very soon we'll be announcing where he's obviously going to be playing at. So Rokani David remains my name. This is the Rokani Media Football, and Viktor Gyokeres has come up and obviously dropped a hint. Angel Di Maria is into the mix. Continue to subscribe, because we want to hit 30,000 subscribers, and I think this time around, at least every day, I'm dropping a video. From here, we are going to be going into the match day live. Arsenal hosting the side of Newcastle. Big game, and you really know what it means. If Arsenal wins that game of football, obviously they would have gone ahead to seal, I think, the second place, because they'll be 5 points clear ahead of Newcastle, and we'll hate to see what Man City will do in the game they'll be having in hand. I'm out. Bye bye.